10 years ago, Rachel Uchitel was a household name thanks to her affair with Tiger Woods. Now she's telling her side of the story in a two-part HBO documentary called Tiger. Erica talked with her earlier in today's DBL Spotlight.
I was unfaithful. I had affairs. I cheated.
Rachel Uchitel, girl, your name has appeared in the tabloids probably more times over the decades than you would like, but you're here to tell your side of the story and to set the record straight. I mean, it's really hard to believe that it's been 10 years since news broke of your affair with Tiger Woods. What has happened in the past 10 years? Like, how did it all go down for you 10 years ago?
My life was somewhat private, and then, you know, to see yourself all over every tabloid, all the way to Australia to India, really, and everything from, you know, people gossiping about the way you look to who you're dating. You know, it becomes a very different life. And then not only was it for public fodder 10 years ago, but all the way until today, you know, so it's really changed my life.
So what has the backlash been like? Because I think there was a misconception by a lot of people that you were enjoying this, quote, 15 minutes, but this has been 10 years. So there had to have been a lot of backlash on your end.
Well, there's nothing enjoyable about it. I think that people think it's enjoyable to be in the spotlight, but not when people are talking about you in such a negative way. To not be able to get credible jobs, to not be able to sustain relationships that are credible because you have such a stigma about you. I think people should really try that before they like to comment. For 10 years, I've gotten the anger of everybody that's ever been cheated on, you know, every woman scorned, man scorned. And at some point you say, okay, enough. I deserve to have a voice.
Here he was in my bed, and he was my Tiger.
What is your biggest intention, or what are you hoping to achieve by speaking out this one time?
In the absence of truth, people create an idea of who I am and what happened. And I think that's been really unfair to me and really unfair to the situation. And there shouldn't be any judgment after, you know, they see the documentary. Hopefully, I can get out of this cloud of being so threatening to everybody. That was really, you know, all there was to it.
But you weren't the only woman that Tiger Woods was involved with in an extramarital affair before ending his marriage. Why do you think that people focus so much on you?
So I think the focus remained on me was because I was the only one that didn't speak. I think everyone else, there was more facts to, right? You know, so there was the waitress and there was the porn star, and then there was me, who there was all these different things about me that other people had written about, and I had never really come out and said my own story. So
in the 10-year saga, do you have any regrets?
Everything I've ever been through makes me who I am, and I am a really, really, really strong person, and I know some major lessons because of who I am. And, you know, I don't want to live as a discount version of myself anymore, and I refuse to do so. So I am not going to live in the first act of my life anymore, and I'm going to choose to go into the second act of my life. And I would like my own comeback story. And I think that other people have gotten theirs, and I'd like to have my own.
Well, Rachel Uchitel, I really appreciate you spending time with us on DBL. I appreciate your transparency, and you know, you're not going to please everybody, and everybody's always going to have something to say. But the fact that you are taking ownership over your story, especially on your way to your comeback, is something I can appreciate, and anyone who's had a major setback in their life might be able to find some appreciation and grace in that too. So thank you, Rachel. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Don't miss the rest of Rachel's emotional story in part 2 of Tiger, airing this Sunday on HBO. We'll be right back.